What is up, everybody? Bull Gates here. Crypto Analysis Trends. We continue our Learn and Earn Financial Freedom series. This is part 4. This is specifically to claim or not to claim, or do we compound? Well, let's go over it. This is going to be short and sweet, so let's go. So we have obviously 2 buttons here: claim or compound. Certainly something you want to take into consideration when you have a small amount of LP in here is that this amount of LP and what you could theoretically compound is very small, and more than likely the gas fee is going to be something similar to that amount, or could be more in certain circumstances if you, for instance, were trying to claim or compound when this is close to rolling over, because we'll see more network traffic on this contract. So you'll typically see failed transactions, which will cost you something, or you will see increase gas costs that can fail. So whenever you have a small amount of reward, you got to do it in the smartest possible way, kind of maximum impact for the little amount of reward that you have. So on this account, I typically tend to click compound when there's about 40 minutes left. Occasionally I have had it fail, and it's been 20, 30, 40 cents, which ends up being maybe around half of the gain. This amount of LP should give me approximately about $1.50 in rewards tomorrow. As you know, I just added a little bit of LP, 0.15 LP, a few hours ago. So we'll see exactly where it ends up. But something that we have to consider, when using the claim or the compound button is that when you use the claim, there's a 20% tax. And that seems like it's unfair, but that's what it is. 20% will go back to the Treasury. And that's actually an important thing, because the Treasury, when it has money to operate, we can build and we can expand and we can hire more developers or advertising without the team having to sell the bags of EMP that might be set aside. And that's good, because if they sell EMP to fund a growth or projects, what ends up happening is it's going to drive down the price of EMP, and that can have bad consequences for us, because we always want to remain over peg. Now, we're not always going to remain over peg, so it's nothing to be alarmed about if we're under peg, or we are right on the TWAP of 1. So not really something to worry about. So let's get on with this and claim. Claim has that 20% tax on it. So let's assume this was $1 in rewards. If I click claim, 20% of that's going to come off. So that would actually be 20 cents off of that dollar. And so that would leave us with 80 cents remaining in the EMP ETH LP pair that would be coming off. So 20 cents. So we're down to 80 cents. If a fee, the transaction costs us another 20 cents, we had a gain of 60 cents. It doesn't seem like much, but if we were to claim and take this, that 60 cents worth of LP, we could do that and put it in this farm over here. Now, I'm not advocating you do that, because fees are going to chew you up and minimize the impact you're going to have on the platform. So you have to do that sparingly if these are small amounts. Now, ideally, if you claim, it's not a good thing to claim, especially early on in these protocols. You want to compound as much as as consistently as possible. Now, clearly, with a bag this small, you only want to compound once a day. Ideally you would want to do that at hour 23, minute 59, and a few seconds remaining, because you would get the maximum impact, but the transaction would probably fail. So, don't wait. You're going to need to do it. 40 minutes before rollover is usually a pretty safe amount of time. So something, people ask a lot is this daily burst. Well, if you were to click this claim, your daily burst would actually go down. You wouldn't notice it unless you're a mathematician and you had calculated in advance what this daily burst should be. But the daily burst is looking for, the amount that's coming in, that plus that 1%, plus, what you could compound. So that's going to affect this. So remember, in a situation when you have this little tiny amount of LP over here, compound, because the tax is only 5%. So a 5% tax, is 4 times less than the claim. So remember, when you have a little bag like this, compound, build this up. If you're a small fish now, imagine, you keep compounding. In 4 months, this account is going to look substantially larger. But what pays off here is consistency. And you want to, be as consistent as you possibly can, especially early on in these protocols, because your LP, is going to grow, at a faster rate. So, because this protocol will grow faster in the beginning than it will towards the end, when it meets like a maximum market saturation. So that's not something we need to worry about right now, because this contract is a long ways away from topping out, because of all the planned partnerships that the team has, that they drop in the AMA. So if you want to learn that alpha gravy stuff, you have to be in the AMA. And not tough, get in the Telegram and join the AMA. We have an AMA every day at lottery time, and it's pretty exciting. So go ahead and join the community, and get involved. People want to hear from you. They want to help you succeed, and the best way to do that is is to make crypto friends. So get in there, and be a force for good in there. And that is all I have for this particular video. So I thank you for watching wherever you're at. Have a good day or night.